เกนชินแพ้พร้อมไลฟ์โค้ดน่าจะประสบการณ์กันว่าเราฟาร์มรอแป๊บฟาร์มรอ
風よ散れ呼吸を整えよう千人のご高齢だ動け突撃見ててよ突撃
มาอีก15 นาทีก็จะมาแล้วเห็นนะครับเดี๋ยวนะเอาว่ามา
散れ雷のごとく光り輝くがいいカウントくらえ渾身の一撃超必殺ハンマー突撃吹き飛べヒーロー決断
ของดีเซฟ
風よ散れお披露目だ八方の風羽ばた呼吸を整えよう合図を待てよな次ジャスティス行くよもっと早くもっとヒーロー負けだよヒーロー決断はっえいっと突撃えいっや風よ散れ動け千人のご高齢だ歌え僕の名のもとに術キジャスティスとジャスティスと行くよはっ
ยังไม่ได้ฝึกอันนี้เลย46
星と深淵無事今日の依頼星と深淵
ชิวในเวลาอีก11 นาที5 เมษายนรู้สึกคิดถึงเหมือนกันนะแบบไม่ได้ไปเมืองมอนสเตอร์นานมาก
この同点同点について
อยากเนาะเอา
お父さんとお母さん
ความรอแป๊บดิด้วยไอ
お披露目だ風よカウントスタート怖いよジャスティス八方の風幅リエテナ様どうか力をヒーロー剣山頭突き突撃イカズチのごとく動けそりゃジャスティス頭突き光り輝くがいい風よ散れ千人のご高齢だもっと早くもっと名を照らす炎よ闇を滅せよジャスティスいや風よ散れフォークをたたえカウントスタートいくよやヒーロー決断かかっ大火弾おろし続き周風ホームに来お披露目だ動けオープンヒーローピーク大火弾おろしドーンそりゃジャスティス散れはあ世界を熱狂の渦に頭突き突撃ドーン合図を待てよな風よ散れ食らえ渾身の一撃
เออเหอะเออเหอะใช้กู
試練八方の風幅呼吸を整えよう。行くよヒーロー決断ノーヒーロー決断よっせ風よ動けダイビングフィースやっ
อืม話が通じないなら食らえ急ごうオッケーうん
しょうがねえ
響け格の目短所鉄拳カリウルコ雨描きがたし
前の勝ち前の
師匠の技を食らいなさい熱々でしょ
お前は立派な相手だ
どよめく進学変えもうこの剣はわかるかい燃えよそこだ炎軍の剣話が通じないなら叩くまででしょうカリウルコわけ山の地じゃあ行くよ雨描きがたし短所鉄拳フォーレ五感奥義どよめく進学はっトン行くぞ
อ่ะเราเป็นติ่ง
この剣はわか断罪の名において風だ一緒に遊ぼうよ
さあみんなに挨拶だ
影のカラスが優也をもとここだよ足元に気をつけて逃げようなんて思わないでよね
行け
เฮ้ยใกล้แล้วใกล้แล้วอ้าว อืมอันนี้ดาเลียวอนเดอร์ลีลันเดี๋ยวขอปิดเสียงก่อนโอเคมาแล้วเฮ้ยเฮ้ยมาแล้ว Let's go 10 9 8 7 6 5 4 3 2 1เริ่มสุด
ウィンドブルーム祭の本番がもうすぐ始まるぞ。早く見に行こうぜ。
โอ้ย
どう？よかったでしょ？旅人いらっしゃい。シバルマラン AA ランドファミリーに加わる準備はできた？グルメ系 AA に出てくるみたいな超豪華なご飯も欲しいぜ。
両選手準備ができたようですね。それではホテルドゥボール特別料理対決開始。
เอาว่าเชฟเอสคอฟเฟียชื่อแม่งไม่ถูกสักที
とにかくそこのレストランからナタ産の野菜を至急調達したいと依頼を受けて僕とイファが来ることになったんだ。俺は付き添いでな。
อีฟ้าเป็นตัว4ดาวถ้าสื่อเวท
さあ行くぞ。おっと逃がすかよ。
ตูม
月始めの3日間飛行物を連れて外出してはいけないらしい。
参ったな。
ここは昔レムリア時代に建てられた公衆浴場で確かモデストの秘典に書いてあったような気がするわ。
真の偉大なり満足滅びよ。
อันนี้บอสใหม่แมปใหม่
それに俺がコンテーヌに来た理由を合わせて考えれば例の密輸事件の捜査を逃れたものかもしれない。
僕の師匠にして母の黄金レインドットさ。
มันจะมีคำบรรยายภาษาไทยไหมไม่มี
僕をモンドに向かわせた時ある大きな課題を与えたんだ。世界の真相を探せというね。
なんで街の中に魔物がいるんだ？想像してたよりも状況がひどいみたい。
また敵が来るぞ。
เฮ้ย
本件の被告人セピロス騎士団調査小隊隊長アルベド。
何をしたんだ？
被告人セピロス騎士団調査小隊隊長アルベド。
何をしたんだ？
เฮ้ย
殺人事件？ホムンクルスが暴走して理性を失い他者を傷つける狂気的な行動に走る。
魔女会と正式な会談を行うことを願ってるんだ。
あら、そんな勇気のある子がまだモンドにいたの？
เฮ้ย
天地が逆さになった時、人は世界の本質を知る。なら盤面が逆さになったら、
เฮ้ย
なぜ罪のない人を。
どうしてこんなことにヴィレットが襲撃にあって。
これはレムリアが戦争のために用意した薬物なのよ。人体研究という課題を諦めたことは一度もない。モンドの法律にのっとり、被告人アルベドを殺人および死体遺棄で有罪とする。今も近くから聞こえるよ。
なんだバルバトスか。
ファルか。
ฮะวาก้าโอ้โหโค้ดมาใหม่นะครับโค้ดแรกซึ่งก็จะเป็นโค้ด100นะฮะเดี๋ยวผมพิมพ์ให้นะฮะถ้าจะนั้นอย่าลืมมารับกันนะครับผมโอเคยินดีต้อนรับ First Code นะครับโค้ดแรกของ Genshin นะครับจะรับได้ถึงวันพรุ่งนี้ตอนเที่ยงนะครับผมไม่ใช่พรุ่งนี้ดิวันที่28
Hello everyone! Welcome to the Genshin Impact version 5.6 special program. I'm Jane Jackson, the voice of Aressa, and I have two awesome co-hosts with me today. Why don't you introduce yourselves?
What up, my dudes? My name is Johnny LaQuasto, and I'm the voice of Aoife.
Hey. Your turn.
Hello everyone, my name is Emily Cass and I voice Escoffier. I'm so excited to be here.
And I am so excited to be hosting alongside you two today.
Oh, by the way, Emily, I have to say, the way your chibi's tail moves around is so cool.
Oh, actually, it's not a tail. It's a self-adapting movement signal tracking support mech. It's a piece of tech, basically. It helps Escoffier in the kitchen and in combat. It's one of her essential utensils.
But it looks so much like a tail.
Yeah, a lot of people think that. And considering how it looks, people even call Escoffier a demon chef.
Ah, okay. That seems a little extreme.
Yeah, I'd say so too. But honestly, I don't know much about Escoffier. Can you tell us more about her, Emily?
Absolutely. Let's take a look at her profile. Escoffier used to be the head chef at the Hotel de Bourg.
Oh, cool.
The hotel is famous for the extremely popular and exclusive Gâteau de Bourg.
Wow. Exclusive?
Yeah, only a limited amount of slices are available per day. Escoffier is a master of precision gastronomy, which means she approaches cooking as a science. She even develops advanced mecha to use in her cooking process.
Wow, that's some dedication to her craft.
Of course, in Escoffier's kitchen, no dish is ready to be served until it has her stamp of approval. And when she likes something, she gets completely lost in the flavors. It looks almost like she's in heaven.
That sounds incredible, but what if she doesn't like it?
Oh, then she'd probably say something like...
You thought cream of mushroom soup was ready to serve after 3.5 minutes on the stove. You'd have had more sense serving hot water with ice cubes. At least then you wouldn't have wasted all this perfectly good cream and mushroom.
Wow. Intense.
I promise Escoffier is actually very well-mannered most of the time. But when it comes to food, she couldn't be more strict. It's all for good reason, though. Escoffier believes her mission as a chef is to make haute cuisine accessible to all. So she's not just strict on other people, she demands perfection from herself too. Because that's the only way to make her dream a reality.
Oh, Oh, is that why she develops all those cooking mecha?
That's right. With their help, even people who are short on time or cooking skills can be capable of making a good meal.
Okay.
Let's
That
see.
feels like a personal call out. But seriously though, I'm telling you, I could use something exactly like that.
Same here. Emily, you said Escoffier used to be the head chef at the Hotel de Bourg. Does that mean she doesn't work there anymore?
Yeah, that's right. She even had to spend time in the Fortress of Meripede.
The Fortress of Meripede? What happened?
We can't divulge the details right now, but all will be revealed in Escoffier's story quest. Treasured above all.
New
So be sure to
Escoffier
check it out
story
when you're
quest.
interested, travellers. You'll also be rewarded with extra Ascension materials for Escoffier. Oh, and travellers will get to take part in a one-of-a-kind culinary showdown in this quest. Not only will travellers get to experience Escoffier's mentorship firsthand, but special guests will also make an appearance.
Special guest, nice. Huh. Okay, I see blubber beasts and romaritime flowers. Wait, do we have to cook 4 blubber beasts using romaritime flowers? That's not much to work with.
All I can say is, trust in Escoffier. She can work wonders.
Oh, I'm definitely a believer. Okay, so we know what she can do in the kitchen, but what about on the battlefield?
Right, let's get into it. Escoffier wields a cryovision and is a powerful addition to freeze-focused teams, which brings us to one of her talents. When Escoffier's elemental skill or elemental burst hits an enemy, she can reduce their resistance to hydro and cryo damage. The more hydro and cryo characters in the party, the greater the reduction.
Okay, so it looks like the enemies here aren't actually frozen, but the resistance reduction still takes effect.
Yeah, that's really important. As long as her elemental skill or burst hits an enemy, the reduction takes effect. The enemy doesn't need to be frozen. That means the talent works on bosses and other unfreezable enemies.
Wow, so it seems like any character that deals
ที่จะ
hydro
ต้อง
or
มีผู้ใน
cryo
นา
damage
กับ
can
เช่น
benefit
เธ
from
อ
that
จี
talent.
พยัคฆ์
I can definitely see her being a powerful support in freeze teams.
True, but Escoffier is not just a support. She can dish out damage as well. With an actual dish.
No way.
Yeah, and when Escoffier unleashes her elemental skill, she summons a cooking mech to the field that follows the active character and periodically fires projectiles at nearby enemies, dealing cryo damage. So with her ability to shred resistance, she basically buffs her own damage. In addition, her elemental burst restores HP to the entire party.
Incredible. Okay, so she can buff the party, dish
ก็ล
out
งเกินเป็น
damage,
ซับ
and
DPS
heal.
มากกว่าหรือว่าเป็น
Sounds like she's pretty versatile.
Yeah, and thanks to a different talent, she has another ability that really showcases her skills as a chef. If you hold her elemental skill, the cooking mech she summons can absorb elemental energy and convert it into a delicious dish.
Whoa, I've never seen a talent like that before.
Okay, so you don't even have to prepare the ingredients yourself? Bro, that's awesome.
Yeah, and plus, she can produce several kinds of dishes this way.
Well, that will be so fun to check out in game.
Totally. So take note of this next piece of news, travellers. In the first half of version 5.6, we'll have event wishes for Escoffier and Navia. A new 5-star polearm,
Leela
Symphonist
Navia
of Sense, will be
เหรอ
featured on the weapon banner. Our new 4-star character Aoife will also enjoy a drop rate boost on the first half banners.
Aoife! No way, bro.
I think that's my line, but I couldn't have said it better myself.
Oh, and another bit of really exciting news is that travellers will get to spend more time with these two in the new version.
Wait, who are you talking about?
Okay, take a look at this clip and you'll see.
All eyes are on me. Lowly servants, behold the almighty Dragon Lord's magnificence. The heck are you on about? Why does no one ask for the autograph of the almighty Dragon Lord? Kahula how? Oh wow, go away, bro. What? You little... Oh dear. Do you even hear yourself, bro? How dare you! You insolent, contemptuous Huh? What are you on about? No way, bro. Huh? Seriously? Do you even hear yourself, bro?
bro
Darn it. Oh, wow. No way, bro. Do hopeless. The almighty Dragon Lord, Kahulao! His wisdom is wasted on you! No way, bro! See you later! Huh? Ah!
Oh, you meant Kakuku and a How. Wow, I feel like those two could argue forever.
Dude, you don't know the half of it.
Hang in there, bro.
You too, huh? Man, this bro thing is really taking off.
Well, Kakuku is just that infectious. So, Travelers met Aoife in the previous version, but since we now have the chance to add him to our parties, want to give us a formal introduction, Johnny?
I thought you'd never ask, Jane. Absolutely. As most of you probably know, Aoife is a Saurian vet from the Flower Feather clan. In that land, humans and Saurians live and fight side by side. Saurians get sick and hurt just like everyone else. So Saurian vets do a very important job in that land.
Okay.
And Aoife is a really good one. In fact, you've probably heard of some of his accomplishments already. Like how he saved Kakuku's life, and now, of course, Kakuku works as his trusty assistant.
Yeah, Aoife is practically a miracle worker. I heard a How got sick one time, so Kaniche took him to Aoife for treatment, and what do you know? A How was better in like 2 seconds. Imagine that.
Sounds like Aoife really knows his stuff. I wonder if he can treat all kinds of dragons, like even ones from other nations.
I guess, in theory, yeah, I don't see why not. Plus, if it was an emergency, Kakuku could help him get there in no time.
I mean, I heard the Flower Feather clan is known for riding kukasaurs, but this is less riding and more dangling, isn't it?
Hey, this is a Kakuku appreciation zone only, all right? But seriously, just wait until you see him sprint. He spreads out those huge wings, and it's super awesome. Oh, and while we're on the subject, if there are any travelers who haven't done the part of the Ochkanatlan World Quest where you chase down the evil dragon, try it out with Aoife. It'll be a completely different kind of flying experience.
Whoa.
Yeah, I see that. Although it looks more like Aoife is chasing down a patient for a checkup.
Yeah. So, okay, what else can Aoife do in combat?
Well, Aoife is an Anemo Vision user with a lot of tricks up his sleeve. For example, when faced with aggressive enemies, Aoife can unleash his elemental burst and fire a therapeutic sedative, creating a wind current that pulls in and restrains enemies. Yeah, of course, as Aoife's good bro, Kakuku also helps him out in combat. With Aoife's elemental skill, Kakuku lifts him into the air, giving him an aerial advantage in combat. And while in this state, Aoife can continuously fire tonic shots, which deal Anemo damage upon impact and restore HP to the entire party.
Oh, nice. So what kind of team comps work best with Aoife?
Well, to answer that, we should introduce one of his talents first. When Aoife is in the Night Soul's Blessing state, he can use his Field Medic's vision to increase swirl and electrocharge damage based on the total amount of Night Soul points across the entire party.
Okay, so he works well with characters that can trigger swirl and electrocharged reactions, and characters that can generate Night Soul points. He seems like a really flexible unit.
Yeah, he is. Plus, in areas with Natlan's phlogiston mechanics, if your current active character or indwelled Saurian's HP drops below a certain percent, Aoife can consume his own phlogiston to heal them.
Nice, putting those medical skills to use. His kit seems really intuitive, and he helps with exploration. I feel like exploring the sacred volcano will be a lot easier with Kakuku to dangle from.
What can I say? He is a helpful little guy. Now, moving on to our next bit of news, a new boss is coming in version 5.6, the Secret Source Automaton Overseer device. Travelers will need to defeat it to obtain ascension materials for Escoffier.
Huh. I feel like we've faced something like this before.
That's because this boss has the same origins as the Secret Source Automaton configuration device from version 5.1. Both are pieces of ancient dragon technology.
They almost seem like two parts of one terrifying monster.
Okay, Jane, let's, this is where we should wrap this part up, I think, because travelers can search for their own answers to this in-game. Now, let's kick off the event portion.
Oh, wow. There are Natlan characters in Fontaine? Is it because of a festival or something?
Not a festival. An amusement park organized by Navia and the Spina di Rasula. Auroron and Aoife are there to deliver Natlan produce for the event. But it's not all veggies and good times, unfortunately. Against the backdrop of the festivities, a smuggling case is uncovered, leading Kniech and Wriothesley to cross paths.
Ooh, a Saurian hunter and a prison warden. Sounds like a fun pairing.
Yeah, right? I actually have a few sneak peeks to share, so let's take a look.
Weird. Why is Ahau cowering behind Kniech? I would have thought he was too proud for that. Oh, wait. It must be because of Fontaine's ban on flying objects.
Exactly. Ahau and Kikuku made the journey all the way to Fontaine and happened to arrive just in time for the ban. Ahau was able to hide, but Kikuku got scared and flew straight into the Palais Mermonia. Auroron thinks Kikuku will manage to send all of the important documents in the Palais flying around the building.
Oh no, that can't end well. Well, what about Aoife? Isn't he going to come to Kikuku's rescue?
Don't worry, with Nervalette and Wriothesley there, Kikuku's in good hands. Plus, he might even learn a new phrase or two. Hey, check it out. Wriothesley managed to teach him one. Anyone want to guess what it is?
Oh, I don't really know what it could be. I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see. Anyway, I wanted to point out there are 2 dragons in this picture. So, does that mean Nervalette could, like, interpret for Kikuku? You know, dragon to dragon. I can't wait to see how their interactions go.
Honestly, I can't even picture it, but I just know it's gonna be hilarious.
Yeah, there's nothing we can say that beats the real thing. So, if you're interested, be sure to check out all the shenanigans in-game. And trust me, there are a lot of them. Always makes me laugh. Now, on to the actual amusement park. Let me give you some background. It's called the Cheval Moran Film Fantasyland, and it's the brainchild of a well-known engineer and film buff with the Spina di Rasula in charge of the financing, construction, and general operations.
Oh, Lapine Pauline is back. Didn't she almost go bankrupt after basing her research on that fake story? I hope her investment pays off this time.
Well, if the Traveler agrees to come on board, Lapine Pauline might be in a better position.
Come on board? Why are my fraud alarm bells ringing?
It's not like that. If you don't trust Lapine Pauline, yeah, okay. Her track record isn't great, but at least trust Cheval Moran and the Spina di Rasula.
If you say so.
And how do we make sure we don't run it into the ground?
Well, if the Traveler agrees to come on board, Lapine Pauline might be in a better position.
Wait, so this is a management sim? Okay, tell me everything.
You got it, bro. Travelers will be in charge of operations like upgrading the facilities, expanding the park, and managing the staff. During each business cycle, travelers will need to allocate their precious funds and action points to the most important tasks based on their management needs.
And plus, Navia recruited Master Chef Escoffier to run the park's theme restaurant.
Woo!
The dishes she creates can give you unique management buffs, so don't miss out.
Absolutely. You can also increase your revenue by adding different kinds of attractions. For example, in Eclectic Escapades, visitors can experience unforgettable adventures where they fly through the air or dash underwater at high speeds.
Wow.
Or there's Movie Masterpieces, where you have to use special abilities to reach the end of the stage and seize the treasure. Before launching these attractions, travelers will need to try them out and create a standardized strategy guide for each one, so that visitors understand how to get the most out of the experience.
Nice.
Oh, and travelers can also add an attraction called Mellow Manor, where they can create a cozy retreat for different animals to draw in visitors and increase revenue.
And travelers can also recruit some familiar faces to help run the park. Among the recruits are Fontainian companions and friends from other nations too.
Yeah, that's right. By completing friendly encounters, travelers can learn useful management techniques from their companions. Eventually, these companions will become fixtures at the park and provide even more management support. So, long story short, don't worry too much. You don't have to go it alone.
Okay, yeah, that doesn't sound too bad.
And plus, once you get down to business, you'll be rewarded for your efforts.
Ooh, do tell.
Oh, I will. Reach a certain point in the operations and you'll be able to claim all sorts of rewards, including Primo Gems and a new 4-star bow, Sequence of Solitude.
Awesome! More Primo Gems to save for your next pull. Which reminds me, we still haven't finished announcing the event wishes, have we?
Oh, right. Yeah, sorry to keep you in suspense, travelers. In the second half of version 5.6, We'll have returning
Wow.
event wishes for Kenichi and a ride in Shogun.
Nice.
Plus, the chronicled Wish banner will be returning in version 5.6. I know a lot of travelers have been waiting for that, so check it out if you're interested.
Yeah, you have to. And best of luck on your polls.
Oh.
All right. That was a lot of info, so let's take our first break.
Mechanical
Here's
Wizard.
the second redemption code, travelers.
Oh. Second code นะฮะ โอ้โห ตาย โอ้
The Windbloom Festival, once a celebration of flowers, now shrouded in unease.
คนนี้ใครอ่ะ
Why is Albedo on trial? Who is the young man in the courtroom? And is he friend or foe? What tidings does the Dodo communication device bring this time? The answers to these questions and more in the version 5.6 Archon Quest.
โอ้โห
Nice voice.
Nice.
Ah, shucks, thanks.
So, we finally make it back to Mondstadt, and Albedo's on trial. I don't even know what to think. But something tells me there's more to this situation than meets the eye.
Well, I've put together some information about the case. Let's go through it and see if we can uncover some new clues. So, here's the deal. Albedo's been accused of murder and unlawful disposal of human remains, and the case is being tried in secret. The logistics captain of the Knights of Favonius, Hertha, seems to have compelling evidence against Albedo, so the situation is serious.
I'm sure Hertha is just trying to do her job and uncover the truth. But there has to be some kind of misunderstanding here.
Well, in court, the evidence does the talking. Travelers will have access to Albedo's office on the second floor of headquarters to do their own investigation into the case and hopefully track down some clues.
So I saw Jean, Kaya, and Eula in the courtroom, all members of the Knights of Favonius, which makes sense. But it looked like someone from the church was also there.
Oh, that's Dahlia. He's the deacon of the Church of Favonius, so he works with Barbara, Rosaria, and the other members of the clergy. Dahlia acts as the herald of Barbados, which is interesting because he's also friends with Venti.
Yeah, very interesting. He sounds like a very important figure then.
Well, speaking of Venti, the Dodo communication device is back in this quest. At some point, Venti needs it to get in touch with Alice. But on the first attempt, the line connects to Grandmaster Varka instead. It's only on the second try that he manages to reach Alice.
Whoa, hold on. You just dropped two major names. Varka has been on an expedition for a long time. Sounds like we finally get to hear how he's doing. As for Alice, we know she's the mother of the most adorable Klee and an elder of the Hexen Circle. But I wonder why Venti needs to get in touch with her. Wait, could it be because of the monsters in the city?
Oh, you know what? In Amber's anthology chapter, she did say the number of monsters around Mondstadt has been skyrocketing lately.
Right? And now there are even more monsters in the city. So maybe Venti is reaching out to Alice for help.
I think you two are onto something. And if we take a look at this map, we can see that a lot of our old friends have joined in on the fight to defend Mondstadt.
Wow, this is kind of emotional. Mondstadt was the beginning of everything. It's the place where travelers met their first companions and embarked on this whole journey. and now it's in crisis. Hopefully travelers can do something to stop it.
Oh, they can, but it won't be an easy road. Alice can offer something to help, but travelers will need to pass a trial first and defeat the king and queen on the chessboard.
Anything to defend Mondstadt. I'm sure travelers aren't scared of a little trial.
Okay. Then let's take a look at what awaits them. Alice will preside over the first phase of the trial. The trial takes place on a chessboard, but the rules of chess don't exactly apply. Look closely and you'll notice some of the pieces on the board can harm the king. Travelers can use that to their advantage to create an opening and dish out damage. But in the second phase, there are no chess pieces to use. Travelers will need to rely on their own strength to emerge victorious.
It looks like there's a different Dodoco presiding over the second phase. One wearing a blue hat. Is that a different mage from the Hexen Circle?
Ooh, I wonder which one.
Well, travelers will have to uncover that for themselves. As for the second phase of the trial, let me offer a quick piece of advice. The boss has some extremely powerful attacks, but freeze reactions can help you create an opening.
Maybe jot that one down for later, travelers. So, we know there's murder, an attack on Mondstadt, a Hexen Circle trial, but we have no idea how all of this is connected. Seems like there's a lot for travelers to uncover. You know, if you think about it, first Natlan had a crisis with the ley lines that almost ended in death. Then, a similar crisis happened in Liyue, and now Mondstadt is in danger. I can't help but wonder if this is all some kind of terrible omen.
Yeah, but look on the bright side. It's another chance for answers. Maybe we'll uncover new clues about forces we've encountered before, or what we can expect on the road ahead.
Or maybe we'll even get one step closer to the truth of Teyvat.
Yeah, and then travelers can give us all the answers.
Yeah, I think we're gonna leave all that hard work to you guys.
All right, okay, well, let's lighten things up and dive into the remaining version 5.6 events.
Yes.
First up on the docket is an event that brings us back to Fontaine, where travelers can test out their tactical brilliance in the new wargame, Operation Damport Simulation.
Dude, nice.
Oh, I know. This wargame comes with all new offensive and defensive gameplay. The key to success is really understanding your game pieces.
Okay, what do you mean?
Well, for example, is it a melee or ranged attack piece? Can it quickly break through obstacles, or maybe even bypass them entirely? Once you feel like you know what you're doing, you can test out your skills in co-op. The actual gameplay is pretty simple. What this event really tests is strategy. For example, when adjusting your defensive lineup, you can even set traps for your opponent.
I see a button called Defensive Simulation. Looks like we can use it to test out our strategies?
That's right. And once you set the defensive and offensive lineup that works best for you, the battle is ready to begin.
Yeah.
And while your opponent tries to break through your defenses, your job is to use your chosen offensive lineup to outmaneuver their strategy. The side that breaks the opposing formation first, or makes greater progress within the time limit, wins.
Wow.
Okay, so it sounds like it all comes down to strategy. All right, so get tactical, travelers.
Now, if that last event was mostly about brain power, this next one is all about firepower.
Let's go.
Okay, let's take a look at the gameplay. Think this is a simple battle for coins? Ha, well, think again. Players will have the opportunity to indwell Saurians at certain points. Use their abilities to your advantage, and you might be able to turn the tides in your favor.
This looks so fun. You could just stay in Saurian form the whole time and blast all the other players away.
Oh, if only. The Saurian form only lasts so long. But even in human form, you'll have Natlan character skills at your disposal. So the goal is to collect as many coins as possible to secure victory.
Nice, bro. So, this next event is called Chronicle of Shifting Stratagems. I'm sure at this point in their journey, travelers have gained their fair share of companions and have tested out their skills in a variety of different situations. But maybe there's a character you want to learn more about, like Escoffier, for example. Let's say you want to test out her potential in different team comps. Then, I highly recommend trying out this event.
Chronicle of Shifting Stratagems gives travelers the opportunity to study and test out different team compositions. The event is divided into different levels of difficulty, and there are also challenge buffs to take advantage of, so make sure to take that into account when forming your teams.
Okay.
Travelers can also take a look at the challenge record and see how their friends approached each challenge. Could provide some food for thought.
Nice. Sounds like the perfect excuse to do some experimentation and think outside the box.
Indeed.
All right, moving on to some Genius Invocation TCG updates. First, a new card skin will be added to the card shop, so check it out if you're interested. Travelers can also look forward to new character and action cards added to regular mode.
Nice. More food for the card sharks.
There are also some major updates to automatic artistry.
Oh, so in addition to the character and action card updates, the elemental reaction effects are different.
Yeah, and during the match, there's now a card refresh option as well as mechanisms for character enhancement and replacement. So the gameplay should be even more engaging. Travelers might even be able to come up with some new strategies and surprise their opponents with unexpected moves.
That's right, and finally, the Ley Line Overflow event is returning in version 5.6, so don't miss out.
We won't, and let's take our last break. When we return, we'll talk system optimizations and a cool collab. See you on the other side, travelers.
Bye.
See you โอเคโค้ดที่3นะครับพิมพ์กันอย่าแม่งลืมน่าจะมาวันที่7พฤษภาคมนะถ้าผมเดานะมาแล้วใช่มาวันที่7จริงๆมาวันที่7เดือน5
Welcome back, travelers.
Welcome back.
Welcome. Let's jump right into system optimizations. Some travelers provided feedback that the brilliant blessing enhancement process in the Imaginarium Theatre was a bit confusing, which made it difficult to level up strategically and optimize character turn order. So, in the version 5.6 update, the dev team has made the brilliant blessing details page a lot more intuitive, which should make it easier for travelers to make strategic level-up decisions.
Nice.
Yeah, and in addition, rewards will be available for completing the star challenges in the new season of the Imaginarium Theater that begins on June 1st.
You know what would be nice? A restart button after the final act. As it stands right now, finishing the final act takes you directly to the credits, right? What if you just missed that last star challenge? That would be such a bummer.
Yeah, the dev team has received that feedback as well, so a restart button is also being added to the new update.
Oh, nice.
Let's go.
That should make it easier to get full stars. All right, so this next update addresses another common problem. Travelers have probably noticed that when you go to raise a character's skills, the skill descriptions can be pretty long and dense.
Yeah, I mean, it's understandable. It's important for travelers to have all the details. But it's also easy to get bogged down in the weeds, so this is something the dev team has been working on. Starting in version 5.6, the descriptions on the talent and constellation pages for new characters will be optimized to be more concise, so it's easier for travelers to grasp the core information. Of course, travelers who prefer to dive into all the details can always expand the content for a more comprehensive description.
Nice. Sorting through all that information should be a lot faster now.
Totally.
Our next optimization is for the treasure compass. Travelers provided feedback that while attempting to complete Natlan's warrior challenges, it was difficult to locate where to pick up the quests. So, after the version 5.6 update, the treasure compass can now track those locations.
Woo!
Yeah, they can. Warrior challenges are important because that's how you get obsidian fragments, which you can use to unlock tribal secret spaces, right? It would be nice if the treasure compass could track those too.
It can! And once your exploration progress is high enough, the treasure compass will be able to pinpoint the location of tribal secret spaces as well. Similarly, at a high enough exploration progress, more chests from various nations can also be located using the treasure compass.
Oh, nice. That should really help travelers that are stuck at 99% exploration progress.
Map pins have also been optimized. Starting in version 5.6, travelers can now delete custom pins in batches.
Ooh, that should make it a lot easier to start fresh if you're someone who really likes to go ham with the markers.
Definitely. Well, that wraps up our system optimizations. So now it's time for some out-of-game news.
That's right. First, we have some exciting collaboration news to share. Genshin Impact is partnering with the global beauty brand Charlotte Tilbury to launch 2 limited edition sets.
Wow.
So, let's watch the preview trailer for the collaboration.
For this สิ้นเดือน
But I have even more news. In addition, Genshin Impact's third Natlan OST album, Radiance of Flame, is coming soon. Yeah, the album contains various tracks composed by the Hoyo Mix team for the Collective of Plenty and other regions. So stay tuned for the drop.
Awesome.
Oh, it's gonna be amazing. The music's gonna be so cool.
So
You know it.
beautiful.
Wow.
Okay, let me check my scroll here. Yeah, that's all the information I have about version 5.6.
Yeah, me too. What about you, Jane?
I am just so excited to uncover more about the Albedo trial mystery and to defeat the new boss on the chessboard.
And I can't wait for you all to meet Escoffier. It's been so much fun working on her, and I just think you're gonna love her.
And to follow that up, Aoife is finally playable, and of course he's gonna have Kukuku right by his side, but the mini-games are always so fun and creative.
Absolutely.
Just can't wait.
Well, that's it for the version 5.6 special program. A new adventure awaits. I hope it brings with it new friendships, new answers, and a whole lot of fun. And with that, all there's left to say is, see you in game, travelers. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye bye.โอเคมันจะมีอีกไหมคิดว่าลองดู
Boss has some extremely powerful attacks, but freeze reactions can help you create an opening.
Maybe jot that one down. It looked